switch gears to the Dodgers, who had a very successful opening day. But I want to talk about something that I feel like is growing because I'll break the fourth, fifth wall. So we record this podcast on Saturdays. Dodgers played yesterday. They lost to the Diamondbacks 2-1. At the game, I was at the game, and I'll say that this is the first game experience that I've had with Mookie Betts as a Dodger. So it's not my first game watching Mookie Betts as a Dodger, but it's my first experience that I had where in the stands there were a lot of detractors from Mookie Betts. And I feel like opening day was a microcosm of just how important this season is going to be for Mookie Betts, because Mookie Betts, he went 0 for 3 with a walk and I think 3 Ks, right? Didn't really do anything eventful. Might have been 0 for 4 because I think he popped up too. But he in no way, shape, or form impacted that Dodger game at all, right? So coming to Friday's game, you know, all real baseball fans, all realist baseball fans, we know that, hey, like the first couple weeks of baseball, they have to get like the spring training out of their body. Now it's real. Some people who didn't do well in spring training are still trying to figure it out, things like that, right? However, with Mookie Betts, he did very well in the WBC. Came back from the WBC. His swing was kind of off, but you know, it's still Mookie Betts. You know the track record. You know he's a winner. You know he'll be fine. That the game on Friday, the first at bat, he strikes out. And I'll let people know there were some boos. There were some boos in the crowd. And also there were some people making comments about, you know, he's not worth the money. Like, what are you getting paid for? And things like that. And I feel like this is a very, very big season for Mookie Betts because let's be honest, Mookie Betts signed a 12-year, $365 million contract extension with the Dodgers, right? 2020, they win the World Series. I don't want to hear anything about shortened season, whatever, because everyone played the same damn game. Whoever would have won would be the 2020 World Series champions today, but it was just happened to be us, right? 2021 is injury riddled, and the Dodgers still make it to the NLCS, but they lose to the Braves. Last year, he has 2 good months, like 2 elite months. He still ends with like a 269, 270 average, 35 bombs, like a really good year, but still not really like elite level compared to what he's been in the past, right? And of course, in a city that has Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, and now Manny Machado, Juan Soto, Fernando Tatis, you know, some people will look at you and say, hey, you know, you're making the same amount of money as those guys. You got to kind of produce like those guys too, or at least be more consistent. And with the last 2 games, even though last night Mookie Betts hit a go-ahead home run in the 7th that we thought was going to be the game.
Mookie Betts, Carroll to the wall.
But of course, the Dodgers pulled Dustin May. Alex Vesia comes in, gives up a 2-run homer. We lose. I think in this situation, this isn't a hot take. I'm going to call it a smoldering take. If Mookie Betts does not have another MVP caliber type season within the next 2 years, I think he's going to be traded. And the reason I say that is because the pressure amongst the media in LA is building with him. And I feel like he's been given grace. I believe Joe Davis said on Thursday's broadcast, this is already year 4 for Mookie Betts, right? And sadly, I think he's doing what he's supposed to do. You know, he's trying to become a brand.
What's going on, guys? It's Mookie here.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball.
I know he has a Twitch channel where he chooses to game in the off season. He's an avid bowler. We all know that. But what comes with that is, are you focused on baseball, right? And it was very telling because Mookie Betts posted. This was like during spring training. He just posted a Instagram clip of his bowling charity event, and in the comments there was so much hate.
And I don't have shoes up.
People were being like, "Oh, this dude just wants to bowl. This dude's a bowler. He's not a baseball player." Da da da. All these things, right? I believe last week Mike Trout posted a tweet on Twitter about him opening up his own golf course.
Him and Tiger Woods, yeah, they're going to be
Right.
opening a golf course.
They're partnering to open up a golf course.
Getting our first look tonight at the construction underway for South Jersey's newest golf course. Baseball star Mike Trout is teaming up with Tiger Woods to create Trout National, the reserve in Vineland.
And I looked through the comments. It was the most positive. Like, "Oh, this is great, Mike. Oh, you're amazing." And I sat there and I was like, Mike Trout has won nothing in baseball. Mookie Betts has 2 World Series. Why does Mike Trout give so much praise, but he's promoting an off-the-field activity? Golf. He's a very avid golfer. He likes to golf. We know this. Mookie Betts is a very avid bowler. He likes to bowl. We know this.
I can answer that question.
Okay.
Because the Angels suck in the playoffs. They've had one playoff appearance since Trout's been there. So if he had as much time as Mookie Betts has had in the offseason or in the postseason, then people would start hating him too.
But my I guess pushback on that is, when your nickname is the GOAT, that is your nickname. All right. Everyone else who was quote unquote the GOAT at one time in this game, they got the hey, you're not a winner.
Yeah.
I love Ken Griffey Jr. You love Ken Griffey Jr. He is, to me, like the GOATs of baseball. It's him. Like, he got that same title and he got the same type of disrespect. And they were like, "Hey, great player, doesn't win." Barry Bonds, greatest hitter I've ever seen in my 2 eyes, didn't win nothing. Like, we can go on and like so on and so forth. But I just feel like with Mookie, I think he has to start performing more consistently. If he doesn't, his time in LA is going to be horrible. I guarantee.